My name is Melinda, and I'm going to talk about my experience with computer technology. The very first time I saw a laptop, I was in Mexico. I'd already graduated from college, and I had used a typewriter to do all of my papers and my honors thesis on music and philosophy and aesthetics. And whenever I made a mistake, I had to use whiteout to get rid of it, and it was really challenging to write on a typewriter. About a few years later, I was traveling in Mexico with a good friend of mine, and he had this little tiny thing. It was a laptop, and I could write with it, and I could move words around, and I could create poetry, and I could do these cool things with words, and I love words, that I could not do easily before, and it would let me think in nonlinear ways about how I used words, and I'm very nonlinear. So that was a beginning experience for me. And then I went to graduate school in nonfiction and non-fictional writing. So it was a professional writing program. And we had very old Apple computers, and we did desktop publishing. And that was wicked cool. Wicked in Massachusetts means extremely. It was great because we could manipulate images and put them around words and set up a newspaper and do all this on a computer. And that was very interesting and engaging for me. And then after that, partly because of that experience, I started writing about computers and technology. I became a journalist at first, and then I became really interested in software development as part of the work I did as a journalist. And now I'm a software industry analyst, and I follow lifecycle management and IT portfolio management. I'm really engaged in social and all kinds of other cool things like cloud computing and mobile. And I see this very big difference now between what I did when I was a kid and what my kid is engaged with now, and the worlds that are opened up to him in the tiniest of little technology capabilities that you have with like an iPod Shuffle to an iPad to various other aspects of gaming that he likes. And we're a little conservative with him. We only let him do 30 minutes of computer a day because we think it's really important to get out and play in the mud and do other things like that. So I'm kind of a curmudgeon about technology for my kid. And yet I deeply value the ways in which it opens up all kinds of universes to him in positive ways. So I'm kind of an anachronistic in that way, but I can't say enough for me, from my heart and from my spirit, about this change that's been opened up to me in my life and the ways in which I'm able to be supportive of my family financially, engaged in really interesting intellectual pursuits about technology in positive ways, and balancing out this love of things like playing violin with my kid and then also being able to do cool things in the computer with him that I think are important, or finding some interesting piece of information that we wouldn't have otherwise. So I think it's a dance between it's sort of like steampunk, if you know what that is, where you take the beautiful things from the past and you leverage those in creative ways into the future. And that's how I see computer technology mixing together with this very powerful past history that I have in my life with my relatives providing for me and me providing that for my children, my grandchildren. So thanks for this opportunity.